Welcome back to another episode of The Danny Show. Today I have a very special guest. His name is Neema Nazeri, Neema Naz for short. He was born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is Persian and known for being a mega social media personality, an actor, and also a writer. He has accumulated over 160,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, 450,000 followers on his Instagram account, and 680,000 followers on his TikTok account. His first love and inspiration for comedy stemmed from watching Canadian Indian actor and comedian Russell Peters on television. He began his professional acting career in 2017 and starred as the character Rafiq in the Amazon Prime series The Boy. He grew his content creation career back in 2014, where he dropped out of the University of Toronto in order to pursue comedy and acting full-time, and it wasn't until 2022 that he began to tour professionally. He's famously known for doing his hilarious impressions of people from different cultures and popular ones as well. People especially love his impression of GaryVee, a very famous social media personality. Also, people find it hysterical when he collaborates with his mother on his social media platforms and integrates her in his posts and videos as well. In general, people know and have a love for him all over Canada for his lighthearted, funny skits, impressions of famous figures, and people from various cultures. He's opened for many comedy greats such as Russell Peters, Theo Von, Howie Mandel, Maz Jobrani, Omi Jalali, as well as social media personality GaryVee, to name a few. Neema has attained a diploma in comedy, writing, and performance from Humber College. He is currently on his MyEstupidLife Life comedy tour, which spans across North America, the UK, Europe, Asia, Australia, and the Middle East. His Canadian comedy tour finale is in 2 days from now at the Danforth Music Hall, so make sure you get your tickets to his upcoming stand-up comedy shows at neemanaz.com. After that, Neema will be heading to Europe to continue the party this September and the US this October and November. And now Mr. Neema Naz joins me live. How are you doing, Neema?
How's it going?
How'd you like the intro, man?
It's very substantial intro. Love it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So first of all, man, how are you doing and how are you handling your busy tour dates right now and the ones coming up?
Um, it's not easy, but we luckily I have, my brother with me and a couple other of our team members who travel with us to make it a little bit easier.
Right.
I don't know, we try to schedule, personal time a little bit in each day so we can not, at least not go insane. Yeah, we know what task we're working towards, and so we just make it work however possible.
That sounds amazing, man. So, like I mentioned in the intro, you opened up for many comedy greats, legends. What was that first moment like backstage for you opening up for specifically Russell Peters? I mean, he is your number one comedy idol till this day. What was that backstage moment like for you with him?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a surreal moment to say the least. I never thought I would even be in that position that early in my career in the first place.
Great.
So the fact that I got to not only meet him but hang with him and chat with him,
Mm-hmm.
it was definitely a full circle moment for me, and made me realize that anything's possible.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Sounds great, man. So, was there a specific moment where you knew, like, yep, comedy is my thing forever? Was it before university when that moment happened for you, or was it during like UOFT where you knew you had to go and pursue it ultimately?
No, it was during university when I realized it for real that I definitely need to do something that I enjoy and that I love.
Right.
And luckily, I found comedy and haven't looked back since.
Sounds great,
Yeah.
man. Sounds good. So, what was your parents' reaction to you, like dropping out of university to pursue comedy and acting? And what would you say to someone who wants to take that kind of leap?
Well, yeah. At first, they didn't get it, and they were surprised because comedy is not really a part of Persian culture.
Right.
Not that is not part of a culture because Persian people are very funny people,
Right.
and there actually is a lot of comedy within the families and the parties. But
Right.
as a profession, it's not really a culture,
Mhm.
especially back home in Iran. So they were obviously shocked and confused. Like, what do you mean? Like, how are you gonna make money? You're gonna be homeless. You're gonna have to work at McDonald's. I'm like, no, I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna make it work. Like, this is what I love, and we're in a new time in the world where I actually can do this as a career if I really work hard at it and I stay consistent. And I just
Right.
believed in the process, honestly. And then they saw how much conviction I had for it, and so they had no choice but to really support, I guess, throughout the years. And And now, yeah, now they're fully supportive, obviously,
Of
because they
course,
see the
yeah.
results. And, yeah, it's been going
Yeah.
around.
That's amazing, man. So, how was your experience at Humber College's comedy program like?
It was amazing. I love Humber comedy. It was definitely the foundation of who I am today in my career, and I learned a lot when I was there for those 2 years. That really boosted my confidence as a comedian. So I'm very thankful to that program for sure.
Right, right. So, what does your content calendar look like nowadays? I mean, how often do you post, and what is your motivation to post more content? Do you feel burned out sometimes?
Yeah, there are times where you feel burnt out or um, you feel like you're out of ideas and you don't know what to do. You feel like you're falling behind. There's all these thoughts that go through your head,
Right,
but you have to remind yourself at the same time that not every video is going to be the fucking like a viral banger. It's not going to be the make it or break it moment. It's just another video, and if it
right,
happens to bomb and doesn't go well, then it is what it is. Like you have to move on, learn from it, and that's the whole point of social media is like just taking the shots as many shots as possible because
mhm,
eventually there will be the one video that will blow up, and that only happens if you do the rest of the videos.
right. I agree. But like, how do you deal with hate culture? You said you'll get your shots in, but like, how about the other shots? Of people taking shots at you specifically.
Um, that I don't know, over the years it's gotten easier because especially like having the right people around you that like kind of
Right,
help you stay grounded and you know give you the perspective that these people are just social warriors. They're in their basement or wherever in the comfort of their own home behind a screen being brave, but they would never do this in person.
right.
And also, they could be bitter, they're jealous, I don't know, whatever issues they have. And so once you think about those things, it kind of calms you down. You're like, oh, okay, like it's not even worth addressing this or entertaining it. And yeah, you
Exactly.
just kind of move on.
Right, you move on, exactly, man. So, how do you stay like grounded nowadays with everything happening to you? Millions of like views, international tours, acting gigs, follower engagement numbers. Does that ever like seep into your mind, and does that drag you down? Does it really have a big toll on you?
Um, no, it doesn't. It's not a huge toll on me. It's just like there's pressure always, but
Right.
I mean, it's good to have pressure
Hmm.
because it keeps you on your toes and, it's a good reminder of like it's not easy and it's going to be a challenge, but it's worth the hustle. It's worth the grind because
Right.
when good things do come, you realize, oh, this wouldn't happened. This wouldn't have happened if I didn't go through that adversity. So yeah.
Right, right. I agree, man. I agree. What was that moment for you when you opened up for Gary Vee? Because you post consistently your content about, doing an impression of him every day, every week. Did you have in the back of your mind, like, I'm going to open for him one day, or was that just something that just came extra with your content?
No, it's definitely extra. I never thought, oh, I'd be opening for him because he's not like a comedian.
Right,
So like, what am I going to open him for him for?
right, right.
Well, I had no idea that would ever happen, but coincidentally, obviously, like at the time when I was doing those videos, I just more so liked to do it because it was fun for me and I was good at it and people loved it. And Gary Vee was the hot topic online for a while. And, at some point I was like, well, if all these people love it and it's like accurate, I'm sure he'll have a good sense of humor about it if he sees it. So
Right.
I'm just going to keep going until he sees it. And then when he finally saw it and he liked the video and he commented on it and DM me and all those things, like it really opened my eyes to what's possible. And then like coincidentally, the year after that,
Mhm.
he had the inaugural NFT conference that he runs,
Right.
VCon,
Yes, VCon.
and his team reached out like, hey, like we'd love to have you open for him, like on stage, like in the intro of Gary Vee, you come out instead of him for like 3 4 minutes and then just do your
That's
thing. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's amazing, man. That's
yeah.
that's
You just
that's
never know.
crazy.
You just never know what can come from it.
Honestly, you never know what comes out of your content for sure, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Nima, we have to talk about the $100,000 K gifted to you from the one and only Drake. What was the build up to that moment, going through your mind in that moment, and how has it changed your creative journey so far?
Yeah, that was also another surreal moment for me. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. The fact that it actually worked and that it happened.
Right,
Um, because I don't know, there are times where you feel like you have imposter syndrome and you feel like you don't deserve something, or why is it happening to me, or all those thoughts go through your head as an artist.
right,
But then this is one of those times where I was like, oh no, you know what? I deserve this because the fact that someone like his caliber recognizes my talent and knows who I am
right.
and wants to help me out. It's like, yeah, there's a reason why this is happening. Obviously, it's not out of luck. It's
Hmm.
not out of pity or anything like that. Like I feel like all the work I've been doing up until this point is paying off, and this is one of those things
For
that
sure.
is helping. That's helping. So yeah, it was honestly definitely one of the best moments of biggest milestones of my career for sure.
Definitely, man. Definitely. For sure. For sure. Nima, second last question, my friend. Who makes you laugh the hardest right now? Any comedians that you look up to, like currently?
Yeah, Andrew Schultz is definitely one of my favorite comedians.
Hmm.
Love Andrew Schultz. Yeah, Sebastian Maniscalco. I'm inspired by a few different people in different ways.
Right.
That is very that I incorporate into my own comedy. And those two are definitely big ones for me. And there's a few other ones too, but like those two for sure are the main ones for me.
Right. 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 So, I also saw on your Instagram you met Gabriel Iglesias as well, Fluffy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Yeah. 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 Is he one that you look up to as well?
Yeah, I mean he's just like overall like just a cool person to me because he's definitely one of the biggest comedians in the world and he's still selling at arenas and stadiums,
Right.
which
Right.
is wild. And he's someone I watched when I was younger too. Like it was just one of those main OGs that everyone knows about and that you watch when you're coming up
For
in
sure.
comedy too. So that was also definitely a cool moment. But yeah, I'm not as connected with him as the other guys, but yeah, he's definitely up there for me.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Nima, last question, my friend. Thanks for coming on the show. Last question. What advice do you have for people who want to get into content creation, the acting and comedy industry?
You have to choose something and have a temporary plan at least and run with it, and be willing to adapt
Right.
your plan along the way. I think your goals and your vision should be the same,
Okay.
but your plan can always change, like like the path you take or where your path takes you. Even like I
Hmm.
think it's important to be malleable and be able to adapt to different situations, to different times of the year, or different moments that can help grow your career, and say yes to more things that you otherwise would usually say no to because you don't think it's really a good fit or whatever. But you won't know that until you learn off the bat and,
Exactly.
and take those risks. I think it's important to take risks, especially early on, like more than ever,
Hmm.
because you won't find your voice or what you're good at or what you want to do until you take those shots, like I mentioned.
Right.
But now you're not just shots on videos, but like shots on making business decisions or I don't know whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like you have to fuck up. You have to make bad decisions. You have to take risks that won't set you up for success. Like, but you just won't know until you do it. But then when you do make those mistakes and you learn from it,
Hmm.
that will help you further in your career, like later on. And
For
so
sure.
I'd say that's the best thing I've learned from myself. And it's just about staying consistent throughout it all,
Hmm.
because there will be moments where you get discouraged and you want to quit, which has happened to me before. And I'm like, am I even funny? Is
Yeah.
this
Right. Yeah.
like, do I deserve to be here? Those are
Hmm.
not natural, real thoughts that have come to my head before.
For sure.
But the positive outweighs the negative for me every time.
I see.
Just the fact that you get to do something you enjoy and you love, and you don't have to work a day in your life. You don't have to go to an office for 9 to 5. You know, get permission from a boss or anything like that. It's like nothing beats that for me.
I see.
And because I value freedom, and I feel like if you value something like that, then it's going to take a lot more sacrifice and hard work, but in return, like you'll get everything you want, and it'll be worth it.
For sure, man. Amazing advice said by Neema Naz right there. You can reach out to Neema through his social handles. I'll put all of them down below in the description so you can connect with him if you want to. And make sure to secure your tickets before it's too late for his last comedy show of his Canadian tour on August 9th, 2 days from now at the Danforth Music Hall. Thanks so much for coming on my show, Neema. This means the world to me. You're my inspiration, my idol, my everything. You saved my life with your content, man. And I'm always indebted to you forever and always, my friend.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
No worries, man.
Thanks a lot.
Have a nice day, man. Thanks so much for this.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye, man.